Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Friday. And so today for our video, we are going to be using the watercolor pencils. And we have two different assortments of those. We have the original pack, which is 13 pencils. Okay, so those are still, both of these are available. This has 13 colors in it. Okay, and then we have the assortment 2, which is actually 10 colors that aren't included in that pack. And so I'm going to be using mostly these, but I'm going to be using the early Espresso from the original pack. So I'm going to be using those. I'm going to be using them with a blender pen. Okay, so not a blend marker, but a blender pen. When was the last time you got your blender pen out? And I'm going to be using the Boca. I'm going to do the Boca Technique, so I'm going to use that as a background. I've got a lot of stuff planned here. I'm looking at it all on my table going, wow, hope this isn't a 2-hour video. So let's get started today. Okay, so the stamp set I'm going to feature today is called In the Moment, and this is in the mini catalog. I love these images, and they're perfect for watercoloring. And so today what I did was I did pre-stamp this image, the girl looking out the window with her coffee cup. I did pre-stamp that on watercolor paper using StazOn ink. And so we do have two colors of StazOn ink. We have the black and we have the brown. What's it called? I can't think of the brown. Anyway, it's on the tip of my tongue. So I'm trying to decide. This is watercolor paper. I'm trying to decide which one to use. I think I'm going to use it's a toss-up. I think I'm going to use the black. Yeah. Either one would work. I think maybe I'll use the brown. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my pencils. I'm going to show you how to watercolor with your pencils and just show you how cool they work. Okay, so the colors I've chosen today, I'm going to do her blouse in Flirty Flamingo. So this is in assortment 2. I'm also going to do her jeans in Night of Navy. I'm going to do the window panes in Early Espresso. Okay, and then I'll pick another color for the coffee cup. But I'm going to do her blouse. I think I'll do her hair first. I'm going to do her hair in Crushed Curry, I believe would be good. So, Crushed Curry, where are you? Okay, I know it's in here somewhere. All right, maybe not. Where's my Crushed Curry pencil? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to do her hair in Crushed Curry. So the first thing I'm going to do is just dark. I'm just going to color dark towards her roots of her hair and then down here. So this is kind of the color of my daughter's hair. Okay, so we'll do that first. Okay, and then I'm going to color her blouse. And these don't have to be super sharp, right? I think they actually work better if they're not. I'm going to color her blouse in Flirty Flamingo. And so I'm going to kind of follow these lines and then put some extra here. I'm going to put some extra right here. Okay, so, and then I'm going to do the pillow also in Flirty Flamingo. So I'm going to color some of that. So, and then lightly color the rest of the pillow. Okay. So you see, I'm not an artist. And then I'm going to do her jeans in the Night of Navy. So I'm going to color really nice and dark right here. I come back and add some, right? So that's the cool thing about this is that you can add some. Okay, so let's use the blender pen and see where we're at. Okay, so your blender pen is two tips. It's filled with liquid. When you touch it, okay, you can feel that there's water in it. Okay, the liquid, whatever it's called, I don't know. Now we're just going to blend her hair. So I'm just going to use that existing pencil that I put down, and I'm going to blend it and make the lighter color around her roots. Then you're just going to go like this and take that color off. And then I'm going to go into the Flirty Flamingo. Okay, you might need a little more. See, that's what I mean. You can just keep adding if you need it. But I do want it to lighten out so we see some shading. Okay. And that's her hand. Okay. I'm looking at that going, is that part of her dress or shirt, or is that her arm? That's her arm. Okay, and then I'm going to do the pillow. So you can see what happens when you use your blender pen. It just smooths everything out, and it's gorgeous. Okay. Time for the jeans. So I want this nice and dark right there in that area. I'll do the dark areas first. Then I'm going to bring some of the highlights up here. Okay. I can go back and add some more if I need it, but I'm looking pretty good so far. Okay, now I want to do, and with this is the early espresso. No, that's Krish Curry. Hang on. Glad I didn't use it. Okay, so this is my early espresso, and I'm just going to really do these window panes. And the funny thing about this one is that I'm not going to blend these much. Show you. Kind of want them scratchy, right? And the only place I'm going to blend is down here where what she's sitting on, which is kind of like maybe like a window seat or a kind of a shelf. They're pretty forgiving, right? Okay, looking good. Now I am going to bring in some dark shading down here. Some dark there. I'm not going to do a whole lot dark here. I'm going to do a very light there. Dark around her feet, because that's where shadows would be, right? It's around her feet. Okay, so let's do some blending now down here in this area. So I'm going to blend this. Okay, it's getting there. Looking good. All right, now the coffee cup. I don't need to make it like a really bright color, I don't think. I think I'm going to use like Cajun Craze. And just do the coffee cup. Ooh, I don't know what color did. I picked Cherry Cobbler. Okay, we're going to make the coffee cup Cherry Cobbler. Oh. Cool. I like it, actually. Cherry Cobbler works. Okay. Now, I do not have a skin color. So what I'm going to do now is I brought over my Pale Papaya pad. And I'm just going to pull up some Pale Papaya. And I'm going to color her arms and feet with Pale Papaya. Okay. I think we're getting there. I think it looks pretty good. Okay. Gosh, she's so cute. All right. So we're done with her. Now, what I want to do is I want to cut her out using a circle die, right? But the circle that I chose, I don't want to cut her feet off. So I'm just going to show you my little trick here. And this is, you can do this with any, seriously, with any die that you want part of your image outside the die. I don't know if that makes sense, but let me show you what I mean. So it looks to me like her feet are going to be cut off, and I don't want that to happen, right? So I'm going to cut that over like that, okay? And then when I put the circle die down, I will pull what I cut out outside the die. So it will not cut right there, right? Because the die is actually underneath her feet. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, so I'm going to bring my cut and emboss, my mini cut and emboss, my Pee-wee over. I'm going to lay it on here and cut her out. I'm going to show you what I mean. Okay. All right. Okay. So can you see now that it cut the circle? It did not cut her feet off. Her feet are actually sticking out of the circle. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. All right, so we have that done. Now I'm going to start doing the Boca technique. I'm going to get rid of some of these pencils, get these out of my way. And I have Night of Navy as my cardstock base. And what I did was I cut out some circles. So if you have old circle punches, if you have circle dies, you just cut out some random sizes of circles. Okay, so I have 3 different sizes here. And I have my Night of Navy cardstock. So this is 4 1/4 by 11. I did score it at 5 1/2. Okay, and now I'm going to start doing that Boca technique. So what you need is, you need a template. You also need some white ink. So I have my white craft ink, and you need some kind of a sponge or a finger dauber or a blending brush. You need something, right? So I'm going to lay this down like this, pull up some white ink, and lightly go over the circle. Okay, so that's what you get. And I want these to be fairly light. I can always come back and make them darker. I don't have a lot of ink on this. I think it needs to be re-inked. So these white craft pads come uninked, and you get a re-inker. So you ink it up yourself. Okay. I'm just going to keep doing some circles. Actually, this one I want to go off the page, off the cardstock. Oh, got a little ink on there. How did that happen? Okay, we'll cover that up later with the circle. Okay, so I think I'm going to do one more right here. And then I'm going to start doing some bigger ones. Now I'm going to overlap. I'm going to go darker. And if you use vellum, it's so thin. If you use cardstock, it's not thin. So just warning you, there must be ink. There must be ink on here somewhere because I see ink spots. I'm going to cover that up. I don't know where that's coming from, but it's coming off of this vellum somewhere. Oh, yikes. Kind of messed that one up. Okay, I'm going to try to fix that later. Got to hold it tight so it doesn't do that. Look how cool that's getting. Okay, so I have one more here. Now let's see if I can fix this one. Kind of messed that up, didn't I? But I think I can fix it. Yeah, it's not the greatest. I'll have to try to cover that up with my sentiment. So this is called Bokeh Technique. Basically, that's all we do is just keep making different circles. You know what I think it is? I think because I keep laying this down and this white craft ink takes longer to dry. So I think basically what's happening is it's picking up ink from the other circles and then I'm moving it around. Okay, I like it. I think maybe I need one more circle down here. Okay, what do you think? Looking pretty good. Okay, like I said, the craft ink does take a little longer to dry, so you could put your heat tool to it if you wanted to. Or if you're patient, you can just let it dry. But save these because you can reuse these. Actually, I'm not going to, I'll just cut that off and use that for something else also. Okay, so what's next? Well, the reason I did the circles is because I want to put this on here, and I thought, well, the circles would make it look really cool, right? It wouldn't be distracting from this. It would be a cool background. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to score this now. I want to score this at, so I have an inch at the top here, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to put this in at 4.5, and I'm going to score it. I mean, I could have done that ahead of time, but I didn't want to. I didn't want that line in there while I was trying to do the circles. Okay, so I keep holding my finger like I have that dauber on there, but I don't. Okay, so I scored it there so that it's kind of, I don't know what they call that. A bookmark, a book spine. I'm not sure what they call it. I can never think of these things. Okay. So I have a little piece of Flirty Flamingo Designer Series paper, and I'm going to add that now. So I'm going to put that on the top. Before I do, I want to put some ribbon down. Glad I thought of it. I'm using this denim ribbon. I think this is still current. I hope it is. I hope. I'm actually going to, oh, no, hey, that's fine. What am I thinking? The ribbon goes on the inside. Okay, so this goes on the outside. And then I'm going to use some liquid glue. Quite a bit because I want that to hold my ribbon in place. Okay. Just like that. Okay, so I'm going to hold that down for just a second till that dries. And put my lid on the glue. Oh, you know what I need? I need a little extra glue right here to hold the ribbon down. That's why it's not holding. So far, so good. So now I'm just going to tie a knot. Left over right, right over left. Oh, so cute. All right, let's see if these scissors are sharp enough to cut this. Yes, they are. Good. Trash. All right, looking good. Okay. Hold that down a little longer. Let's see, is it sticking? It's a lot of glue, so it's going to take a second to dry. Okay, so while that's drying, I am going to decide what sentiment I want to put on here. And I'm looking at Lovely You, okay? So there are so many cute sentiments in here. And I'm probably going to send this card to my daughter. So I'm thinking of a sentiment I've never used. You're my person. Isn't that so cute? So what I did was I found a die that I love, and it is from the Sweethearts dies. Yes, it's from the Valentine dies, but it's this one. And I cut out some extras in case I mess this up, right? So I am going to, let's see, I need a stamp pad. Did I bring over? I brought over the wrong color. What am I thinking? I brought over Gorgeous Grape instead of Night of Navy. Duh. Okay, so I'm going to stamp You're My Person. On here. Now it's kind of scary because, let's see, let's stamp it on here first. Oh, it's pretty good. Okay, pretty straight. Oh, look how cute that is. You're my person. All right, so let's assemble. This is first. Okay, so I can cover up my boo-boo. All right, I'm just going to use glue for this. I didn't go too heavy with that. See a glob right there. Okay, hold that down. I got lots of glue going on here. Okay, and then You're My Person. Do I need to pop that up? Ooh, that would be pretty cute, right? But I think I'm just going to do flat. Okay. All right, so I had a lot going on here. I hope you enjoyed the pencils. Okay, so if you have pencils, oh, I need to put something on the inside because that's too dark on the inside, right? You can't really write on it. So what I want to do is just put some cardstock inside, and this is Sahara sand. All right, I'll put that in there, and then here's the 3 circles. And you're going to laugh, but here's the 3 circles that I cut out of the vellum. So I'm going to use it. Let's see how this works. I'm going to use those circles up. I'm going to put them, carry the circle design inside. And the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to use this one first. Now, the glue might show through, and I'm probably not going to be happy about that. Yeah, I think it is going to show through, but that's okay. And we're going to do this one next. And then we'll do this one next. Okay. Yeah, the glue shows through. Yuck, yuck. Not happy, but oh well. You know what I could do? I could do some more circles and cover them up, but with cardstock or some designer series paper maybe. But anyway, so I have something on the inside. Okay, and I don't need those. Okay, so there's my one card I made. Then let's see, I made another card. I'll show it to you. So I did the same girl. I just did a brunette, and I did use In Good Taste. And this is Melon Mambo. Okay, designer series paper. So I did her shirt in Melon Mambo. So I used Melon Mambo designer series paper and then some early espresso ribbon. Okay, so there's my 2 cards today. You can see them both. Okay, and let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.